Alright, here we are in part 3 with the last stand. We're going to go ahead and teleport there. Another achievement. Awesome. Okay, you arrived at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get past the initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks to you first. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Okay. Okay, that's all good. Got enough fuel for sure. Probably have enough missiles. Probably have enough drones. Okay, so if we want to go ahead and read this right here. The flagship, will destroy the Federation base if it spends 3 consecutive turns there. The red rotating flagship icon indicates its position. When the jump line from the ship is solid, it will jump to the indicated beacon that turn. Repair stations partially repair for free. So, we want to destroy the flagship. So that's the main boss of this area, with the last level. That doesn't mean that we're not going to be facing other adversaries at these jump points. We know for certain we will not be facing adversaries here, or there, or there, or there. So we want to get to the base. We don't want the flagship to take control of the base. That's probably a better way of saying it. So let's do it. Let's win this game, shall we? Okay, I kind of don't want to die, so let's go ahead and not do that. Beam me, bro. Alright, so we want to focus on the shields here, because the beam can only attack and only do damage when the shields are down. So let's go ahead and do damage on the shields first. Uh-oh. We got intruders. Oh! I had somebody die. Who died? Big B died. Oh, Big B bro. Oh no, this is very scary for me. Okay. Shields. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's do my personal. Oh no, I made a mistake. Beam back up. Okay. So, good thing you can pause in this game, so we can see what we need to do here. Well, these rooms are black because the sensor is down. We can't see what's going on in those rooms. Pretty sure there are enemies here. Our teleporter's flashing. Our O2 is at 90%, but it's going to be declining. So how about we repair the sensors? That way, the anti-personal drone can see where the enemies are, attack them, and while we're going to the O2. It sounds like a good plan. Oh, it doesn't look like there are any enemies in here. Although, let's go ahead and man that so we can see what's going on in that room. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is scary. Shield. There we go. Wow, this is really scary right now. We can kill some people in there. Oh, we missed. Wow. Okay. We do want to close that though. What can we do? The O2 is down again. Okay. There's so many few people that can do things. So let's put this fire out if we can. Not quite. I think I have to do that, right? Fire bat. Accept surrender. Yes. Oh, bro, you could have killed me, bro. Whew. Alright, let's wait till everybody's healed up. Envoy, bro. Let's get you some health. Alright. Get back in the weapons. Alright, well, we don't have Big B anymore. Rest in peace. So, looks like, Hasifa, it's gonna be your turn to step up those engineering duties. Just gonna repair that. Okay. Oh, repair. Yes, please. Good, good, good. It's the Federation base. Alright. So we're gonna run into him right there. So let's make sure we can do everything we want to do. We need 2 more energy. Do beam. So let's go ahead and jump. This is gonna be really tough. But if we believe, we can do it. I forgot all that stuff was in there. Oops. Okay. Yeah, this is my first full-length game recording and analysis, so if there are a few things wrong like that, please forgive me. Those wrongs will be righted in the future, I can assure you. Okay, so he's invisible. I'm gonna go ahead and pause when he comes out of invisibility. Okay, so 4 weapons in each of these rooms. No teleporter. It's good. We do need to focus shields again. I feel. We take down shields, we can start shooting things with our laser. Oh, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. Oh, okay, invisible. Oh no. Okay. Repair that, please. Oh no. Okay, so we want to make sure that we know what the problem is here, because unfortunately, this is probably where we're going to meet our demise. My shields are okay, actually. It's not the shields that are the problem. He has things which penetrate shields, so I mean, getting to 4 getting to 4 shield phases wouldn't really do me much. I should start targeting the weapons. That could be something. I should get stronger weapons. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the drones. The anti-personal drone has had just a few uses, and the beam has... I don't think the beam's done any damage to anything yet. So, those are the type of questions we're going to be asking once this game ends. But for now, let's try and stay alive. Oh no. Okay, take that one down. Oh, the O2 is gone. And it went invisible. Okay, take the O2. Can't get out of the room. Oh no. Okay. Let's keep targeting shields. There's fire there, fire there. Can't open the doors. Need to have that repair the doors first. Need to have Vincent repair the doors first. The O2's being repaired. It's almost done. Okay. I think it's kind of doing... We're doing all we can do here. And there we go. That's it. Well, we had a good run. We got to the final level. Fought the final boss. Let's take a look at stats. So, because this is a new save, this was the very first one, so that's my best so far. Records, most repairs, combat kills, etc. Achievements, got some achievements here, which is good. Okay, so let's think about what we should have done better. Well, it could have helped to have full shields. It probably wouldn't have helped that much in the boss fight. We seemed to get to the final area fairly easily. There were a couple points where it was a bit sketchy, but for the most part, I feel like I felt weak, but it didn't matter because we were kind of able to overpower him. But when we got to the flagship, that was a different story altogether. I feel like we should have found some better weapons. We only got one new system. We only got the drones. Perhaps we could have gotten the cloaking or the teleporter. The teleporter might have been beneficial. I could have sent the anti-personal drone into the shields, because it didn't look like there were any life forms on their ship. So I feel like those are the things we could have done better. Fuel management was okay. Maybe we could have spent a little bit less money on that and saved up a little bit more. We could have also could have improved the systems a bit more. So let's take a look at the goals right here. Get to the exit of each sector. Yeah, that's a good goal. I feel like a better one would have been, let's see, this is version 1. Version 2 would have been get enough firepower and defenses to take down the flagship. Let's go ahead and make this a bit bigger here. And take down the flagship. Oh, I'm going to do this too. It's font a little bit smaller. Alright. Getting the firepower and defenses to take down the flagship. Well, I guess, that's easier said than done, right? How are we going to accomplish that? Well, for one, could have spent less on fuel and more on systems upgrades. If I could spell, that'd be terrific. could have spend. We could spend less on fuel and more on system upgrades. We could spend less on crew members and more on new systems, because that's something we did kind of consciously do. I hired 3 or 4. We probably didn't need that many. We also kind of went in a direct line. We got to the end of each sector as fast as we could. Now, that was our first playthrough, and we thought, hey, let's just get to the end and see what we could do, or whatever. This is a game. This is a trial by error. Let's see if this works, and then if it doesn't work, hey, now we can see what happened, what went wrong, and use that to correct those problems next time. So it seemed like the longer we spent in the sector, and the more jumps that we did in that particular sector, the more money we got, the more scrap we got, the higher the chance was for us to get free things from other ships, from helping out, doing certain tasks for people. So maybe we could spend more time in each sector. That's a very simple thing, and that's a very easy thing to accomplish. Unlike the spend less on fuel and more on system upgrades, and spend less on crew members and more on system upgrades, those depend on whether or not those new systems are there, and spend more on system upgrades depends on whether you think you're able to do that during that particular game. Spending more time in each sector is a fairly straightforward thing to do. So we could make a statement. If we had spent more time in each sector, then we would have been stronger when we faced the flagship. Now it's a very testable thesis to test. We could easily just start the game up again and try it again and consciously say, okay, we're not going to go directly from point A to point B. We're going to try to all these other points and then get to the next sector at the very last possible second and see what happens. So let's look at some problems. So one problem was we were low on money. Felt like we never really had enough money throughout most of that game, especially the second half. Apart from those few times where somebody said, hey, here's $50 or whatever, it felt like we were low on money. So one thing that we can do to make it so we have more money is to spend less money. We could try to see if we can get by getting less fuel, or getting less crew members, or in fact getting less upgrades. We could see if that works. We could also spend more time in each sector, because remember, the more jumps that you do in each sector, the higher chance you are going to get to have a lot of money, just because of the amount of random events that you can trigger. So, other problems. The Ion Nebula was very frustrating. Now, it was frustrating for us and it was frustrating for our enemies, so it was, twofold. But that's something we want to avoid. We also want to avoid the areas such as just regular nebulas, which turn off your sensors. Because that would be very annoying if you had no sensors and all of a sudden a bunch of people jumped into your ship. So, at the end of the day, those are the two things that we kind of want to avoid. While avoiding ion nebulas isn't something that spending more time in each sector can accomplish, being low on money is certainly something that this can accomplish. It can negate. So, next time we play, we want to spend more time in each sector. We want to spend more time in each sector so we get more money. We want to get more money because we want to get enough new systems and upgrades so we can have enough firepower and defenses to take down the enemy flagship. And if we get enough firepower and defenses to take down the enemy flagship, then we defeat the rebel flagship and win the game. So, that's a very straightforward and simple, systematic approach to taking the information that we gained from this playthrough and applying it to our next playthrough. And at the end of the day, that deliberate thinking, using evidence to figure out how to better accomplish your goals, is the core of critical thinking. So many different games do it differently, or games have many different ways, of doing this and accomplishing this. But because of the low risk factor of failure in games, you're able to do this. Especially these roguelike games where each time you play, you're starting a new. Each time you play, you're starting a new game. So the level of risk and the problems that failing usually bring up aren't here. The game expects you to fail, and in fact, they designed it with the expectation that you're going to fail a bunch, because failing is learning. And as you learn, you get better at the game, and you win. And winning is always good. So, on that note, I hope that you enjoyed this playthrough and this brief analysis of how we can apply the theories behind critical thinking to games. And I hope to see you next time.